Welcome back to your number one top for a Tower of Fantasy, and I am here today to discuss with you about the Starpath navigation, which is, of course, or I guess you could say monthly quests that is available inside of Tower of Fantasy. So today we're going to be breaking down everything you need to know about that, as well as some of the rewards you can get from taking part in it. But before we hop on into that, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting me over on Patreon for the months of August. Thank you, my dudes, and we will go into more detail about that later. But for now, let's jump into this and break down everything you need to know about Starpath Navigator. So to start off here, we're going to go ahead do our little lap control, so we can go ahead and click up here on our rewards or presents or whatever you want to call it. And from here, we're going to go ahead and go over to the newcomer event. What these are events that were happening every roughly about 21 days, at least at the start of the game here in Global. That might go up to 30 days when we get on a regular monthly cycle. But for that month, it is 20, or technically 21, but probably expected to be 30 net time around. So, of course, this is made up of a few options here. So, we got ourselves a giant list of side achievements slash I guess side quests that you can take part in. As you can tell, there is a lot of these. So of course, these will be made up of doing different types of events here that will of course reward you with certain points. So as an example here, and we go ahead and look at some of these, we have of course spend 500 gold in the game, might it be through upgrading your weapon, buy an item from merchant, whatever it might be for you. And of course, when you do this, you will go ahead and see you will be getting 10 points here. And once you have it available to you, so you can check your progress right here, you will have this button here will light up. You're going to be able to click on it and be able to gather them points. And of course, with them points, you will note it over here on the right, you do have your current score, which in my case is 100, as well as a little red dot if you have something unlocked for you to claim. So if we go ahead and click on point reward, we will get us a list here of items. So of course we do have our top one here, which is of course, from my understanding, is pretty much the big item that you will be getting from this event, which in return is a possibility of a SR, I believe, weapon, I think it's a back here, SSR box, sorry, not weapon, box of a goodie, which I guess we could also see it here as well, of a breakdown of some of the stuff we got a chance to get here. So, once you get your points, as I said, point will be here, over here on the right will tell you if you have completed or not. As you can see, I got one completed. And then, of course, here you will see a distant breakdown, such adding 100 point, 200 point, 300, and whatnot. So as you go through it and see all the points here, you will note that there is distant items that will be given to you, but you will always be getting at least 2 items from this, and in some cases, multiple of them items, such as black nucleus here coming in, which is very helpful, especially for point. So we can go ahead and claim it, and once we actually claim it, we will of course get them items stored into our inventory. They will be removed from the list, and of course if we head on back, you will note that I still have 100 points. So the points are consistent over time, so you do not gotta worry about actually spending them at all. Like say, as example, what we just did. Well, I had an item that I could unlock at 100, but let's say I am trying to get 700. Do not worry, the point do not go away once you claim the item, so they can continue stacking up to unlock the net tier of items. So that is something that you can do here, and if you are wanting to unlock whatever item from the list, which I imagine will probably change every time that we refresh every month, so you will get new quests, new items, and a new special drop boxes, or reward boxes, I should say, every single month. So if you're looking for some side activity that you can do, as well as completing stuff as you go, because a lot of this stuff is a normal like gameplay stuff that you would just do naturally over time. But if you want to farm this up, you can do so. And like I said, there is a crap ton of these. So it's safe to say you're going to be busy for a long time if you do want to drastically go into farming it up, which will come in handy, especially as we get farther and farther into in-game. And like any MMO, eventually we will hit a point where the content of stuff to do might start drying up. So this is going to be a great thing to do, not only for new players, but as well as people who are just unlocking it as they go, or something to focus on once you actually hit in-game and you're just trying to get something to do. So there you have it. There is everything you need to know about Starpath, a navigator here, or navigation. And of course, that will go ahead and do it for me. But before I head on out of the here, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below, and feel free to check out memberships if you want to support the channel any more so. And speaking of supporting the channel here, once again, a giant shout out to everybody that is supporting me for the month of August. And of course, if you do want to support as well, you can do so by coming on over to patreon.com/Maconn. And for as little as $1, get you a whole bunch of goodie and make sure the channel keep going. And with that, if you want to join me, I am of course streaming a Tower of Fantasy every single day for the foreseeable future here on YouTube, as well as over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. I will have links below so you can join me on that. And of course, hopefully you all enjoyed Tower of Fantasy. But with that, that will do it for me, and I will see you all in the comments.